I really don't feel like pulling out every single book that I read this entire year. So I'm just going to tell you the books that had me in an absolute chokehold this year that I would recommend putting on your TBR for next year. Finally got around to reading Rebecca Ross's River Enchanted. This is the first book in the Isle of Cadence duology. Yearning that she has the capability of creating should be studied by everyone who is trying to do yearning in any book. Also read her newest book, Wild Reverence. Same thing. Way that woman writes men who yearn need to be studied. Here we do need to talk about Zodiac Academy. Guys, I was in the biggest Zodiac Academy chokehold this year. Two of my best friends were reading Zodiac Academy and they were like, this is so good, but it's not good. And I was like, what could that possibly mean? You will learn so quickly if you start Zodiac Academy what that means. Every time that you think it's bad, it gets worse. Characters just keep you sucked in. All of the things that go on between characters is just so good and it's so addicting. Discovered my new favorite romance author of all time, Miss Jessica Joyce. I would buy any piece of writing from you. She just perfectly combines a good story with good emotions, love interests that just like so naturally and authentically fall in love with each other. And Rise on the Reaping, I mean, come on. It wrecked me so much harder than I thought I was going to be wrecked. I am a Hunger Games girly to my core. I read Hunger Games whenever I was 13. I read any Hunger Games book that is put out. This one just felt so timely. I loved seeing Haymitch's story while I also didn't love hearing Haymitch's story. So traumatic and so much worse than I expected it would be. So freaking excited for the movie. Editions of Will by Jessa Hastings. Let me pause for a minute and catch my breath. That book beautifully encapsulates something that is so personal that I just don't think I would be able to ever get out onto a piece of paper. I'm from the South. I was raised Southern Baptist. Everything that's in that book is just something that I have felt so deeply to my core that I just don't think I would be able to write that eloquently. I who have never known men. I read it in a day and it may have changed me as a person. I've never felt more fully human when I was reading a book and just so depressed in a good way. I still have a couple more books that I am in the middle of right now, one of them being Alchemized. I'll probably finish that before the end of the year. Wrecking me all over again. But anyways, let me know what you read. Let me know what your favorites are. I want to hear all of them so I can put them on my list for next year.